Presenting with Google Slides captions running in a secondary slideshow in the background of your presentation. So here I'm in Google Chrome. I have two presentations open, one being the presentation I would be giving, the webinar version, Captions for All, the writings on the wall, and then a secondary untitled presentation. Before moving forward, you want to make sure that you're not in full screen and that you can move the window around, and you'll want the bottom to be adjusted about an inch from the bottom or so. Start by going over and turning on the captions in this presentation in Presenter View. This has to be done in Presenter View. So I click Presenter View, close out of the questions box, and I'm going to go ahead and start the captions so they begin. And what I want to do is I'm going to also adjust the top of this so there's some space on the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to pull out, I'm going to click on the presentation I want to give, and I'm going to pull it out into a separate window. So you see I have the one in the background and then the one I'll be presenting. For the one in the background, let's click over to that one and go ahead now and pull the captions all the way to the bottom of your screen. And adjust the top if you need to so that you can get to the one in the background that you will be actually presenting on. So what I've done is I just have two windows. I've just adjusted the size so that I can get to either of them with a click. So now I want to present this show. I also have to present in Presenter View. So click the drop down Presenter View, close out of the questions, and now you can adjust your presentation to match the captions of the presentation running in the background. So I just did that with the drag. I just clicked on the bottom and dragged it down to match. So it's almost like they're seamless in one presentation. But if something goes wrong and I need to go back to the captions or want to turn them off or something, you can click on the captions and that'll take you into that presentation. I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit, just to help fill the space, and then go back to the presentation I'm giving. So it still looks good. I like Presenter View in addition to being mandatory for this type of caption access, because now you can go out to a new site and still have your captions running at the bottom. While Google Captions does allow you to move the text to the top, it's not going to work as well because you see you're going to have your tabs above the captions and then your presentation. It's not going to look as seamless. Let me show you. I'll switch them around. You see with the captions at the top of the screen, you get this interruption and it's not as seamless. It's not very accessible. So this does need to be handled with captions at the bottom. And again, that's by clicking on the drop down next to the CC button in the presentation where the captions are running and choosing text position bottom. I can move them back to fit the space that I need. Takes a little practice, but you can certainly get it and figure out how to adjust those screens to have your captions at the bottom. All right, and that's how it works.